This is Renata. I'm setting up this tutorial to demonstrate how to set the Manifestation Ultimate Pro program up similar to the basic manifestation program. So I'm going to go over some of the um, basic positions of the basic manifestation program and show how to set up a money trend. First, with the Manifestation Ultimate Pro, you can technically have up to 45 positions, but I've set it up to 5 to mimic the basic manifestation program setup. And then you would set up your background image. In this case, I'm setting up a money trend. So I have a money background set up, and then you would put your transfer diagram, life energy transfer, or a chi card. If you have a chi card, then you would uh, select it here and set it up. This is the basic settings options. So I'm going to click save because I already have the stuff set up. And then whenever you have the 5 positions, they won't have names. It'll just say position 1, position 2. And so you can click on the settings and you can change the name. And in this case, I've already changed it. And I'll just set myself as the target name because I'm using an image of myself for this one. But you would just basically put the name and the main target, set it here, and then choose an image, which would be a picture of yourself or the person that you're working on. And that sets up the main target. For the main trend, you set up what you want to have happen. So in this case, if we're doing a money trend, then you would go into the business pack or the AOD 48 and pick out money. So in this case, I've changed the name to main trend, and it says targets income expands in stable and aligned ways. So that's a pretty basic statement to keep things from you don't want unexpected ways. Sometimes you want unexpected money, and sometimes the ways that you get it aren't necessarily ways that you want to receive money. So this is aligned ways and stable. Save. And then for the alternate target, if you're working on somebody else, like for instance, if you're doing a love spell for someone else, but you're already in a relationship and you don't want it to come back to you, you set the alternative target up so that it grounds the excess energy. So in this case, we just usually use the Key of Solomon, Mars against repercussion filter, and then you write ground excess energy, protect against repercussion. And that's just a pretty standard way to do it. There are other ways. If you can use the East rune if you do runes, and it will ground the energy. Just different. There are different methods, and you choose one that works best for you. Under basic action, I have securing success. So this is one of the. It doesn't really matter which order the positions are in, but you would just change the name to basic action. And then it's the target acts decisively on opportunities in order to secure success. So in that case, it's if if opportunities pop up, you'll realize it and take action on it. And then for the trend environment, it's energy that comes into your environment to help. In this case, we are using the Jupiter filter astrologically because Jupiter is good for growth. So the energy of Jupiter creates favorable and growth supporting financial circumstances. So that's the trend environment. Then you would just click start and have the cheat card set up, and then it will run through, and you would leave it running for a while, hour, 2 hours, just leave it running temporarily, and then you stop it and you try to forget that you've even set a trend, and you wait for a couple of days and see if you've gotten inroads. And if you have not, if it doesn't seem like the trend is working, then you start working through your blocks and like what might be blocking your success. There's a manual that has like Wheel of Success and has success strategies in it, and you can work through your blocks and figure out what you need to work on next. So this is a pretty short pretty short video, but it shows the basic money trend and it shows the positions. So go over the positions again. You have the main target, which is the person you want to work on. The main trend, which is the main thing you want to have happen. Your alternative target is for grounding energy, and it gives it another place to go if the energy bounces. Your basic action is just an action that goes along with your main trend, and the trend environment is an energy that comes into your environment and helps with your trend. Your background you would just set to something that's similar to your trend. There are quite a few choices whenever you have the Manifestation Ultimate Pro. You can find the Manifestation Ultimate Pro on my Stan store, which will be linked in the description. It's just stan.store/life manifestations. Yeah, so that's all for this video. We'll stop it.